Every year, millions of people lace up their shoes and run 42.195 kilometers, all because of a story that probably never happened. The marathon wasn't an ancient Olympic event, it was invented in 1896. And the famous runner who supposedly sprinted from Marathon to Athens shouted, "We have won!" and dropped dead. He's mostly myth. Today, we're uncovering the real story behind the world's most iconic race. It begins in 490 BCE on the plain of Marathon, just 40 kilometers from Athens. Persia, the superpower of the ancient world, had sent an invasion force to crush the tiny Greek city-states. About 20,000 to 25,000 Persian soldiers landed on the beach. The Athenians, outnumbered but fierce, had roughly 10,000 hoplites, plus 1,000 allies from Plataea. Under generals Miltiades and Callimachus, the Greeks charged at a dead run, the first time hoplites had ever done that, and smashed the Persian lines in one of history's most shocking upsets. The plain itself was called Marathon, fennel field, because wild fennel grew everywhere. This victory didn't just save Athens, it bought Greece 10 more years of freedom and became a symbol of democracy beating empire. Now, the legend. You've heard of Pheidippides, the soldier who ran from the battlefield to Athens with news of victory, only to die after shouting, "We have won!" Except the earliest and most reliable source, the historian Herodotus, tells a different story. He says an Athenian courier named Pheidippides was sent before the battle, running 246 kilometers to Sparta in just 36 hours to beg for help. The Spartans said no because of a religious festival. Pheidippides ran back. That's an ultra-marathon by any standard. But Herodotus says nothing about a victory run after the battle. No dramatic death. No, "we have won." The famous version only appears 500 years later, and by the 1800s, poets turned it into pure romantic legend. Fast forward to 1896. The modern Olympic Games are being revived in Athens. A French scholar named Michel Breal had an idea. Why not recreate the legendary run from Marathon to Athens? On April 10, 1896, 17 runners lined up for the very first marathon, roughly 40 kilometers, on dusty roads. The winner? A 23-year-old Greek water carrier named Spyridon Louis. He finished in just under 3 hours, and the entire stadium erupted. The exact distance wasn't standardized until 1924, 42.195 kilometers, 26 miles and 385 yards, was born. So the marathon isn't ancient, but its power is. It's the perfect mix of history, myth, and human endurance. We run because one underdog victory 2,500 years ago still feels possible. We run because a water carrier from Greece became a national legend overnight. We run because the story, even if partly invented, reminds us that ordinary people can do extraordinary things. Next time you see someone wearing a marathon medal, remember, it's not just 42 kilometers. It's 2,500 years of courage, one legendary run, and the unbreakable human spirit. If you loved this story, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Have you ever run a marathon? Would you? Thanks for watching. See you on the road.